Hello, 8th grade. This is your extension worksheet for Wednesday, August 12th. All right, so we're going to be working on comparing scientific notation. So looking at the first problem, this is straight out of our packet, so we should remember how to do this. There are about 3,000 students attending school, pre-K through 12th grade in New York. The average number attending middle school in New York is 9 times 10 squared. About how many times greater is the over number of pre-K through 12th grade students compared to the number of middle school students in New York? So I have two numbers that I'm comparing right here. I have 9 times 10 squared. And then I have 3 million. So before I can even compare these numbers, I need to write them in the same form. I think it's easier to compare in scientific notation, so I'm going to convert this second one to scientific notation. How do I do that? So I know that my first number when I'm writing in scientific notation needs to be between 1 and 9, so I need to figure out where in this number I can put the decimal so it's between 1 and 9, and it'll go right behind this 3. Now I ask myself, okay, how many times did I have to move that decimal to get there? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 3 times 10. I moved it to the left, and I remember something about left being smaller, so is it going to be 3 times 10 to the negative 6th power? No, because this is a really large number, so it's going to be 3 times 10 to the 6th power. So now I'm comparing these two numbers, which are a lot easier to compare because they're in the same form. Which of these is bigger? Right, this one down here is bigger. So when I'm comparing two things, what operation do I do? Yeah, I'm going to use division, and I'm going to divide my bigger number by my smaller number, so 9 times 10 squared. All right. So now I know when I do division with scientific notation, I start by dividing my numbers. So I'm going to do 3 divided by 9. 3 divided by 9 is 3, right? Nope. 3 divided by 9 can be simplified. So I have 3 over 9, divide the top and the bottom by 3, and we'll end up with 1/3. So 3 divided by 9 is 1/3. And then I'll go to my tens. When I'm dividing with the same base, what do? I can subtract my exponents, so I'll have 10 to the 4th power. So is that my answer right there? 1/3 times 10 to the 4th? That looks a little weird. What do I still need to do? I can't have a fraction as my number in the front, so I need to convert this into a decimal. I know off the top of my head that 1 divided by 3 is 0.333333333 repeated, but because it asks about how many times greater, I can just write that as 0.3. So now I have 0.3 times 10 to the 4th. Am I done now? No, because I need to, is this number between 1 and 9? No, so I need to change it. So it is. I'm going to erase all this so we can work on this up here. So I have 3/10 times 10 to the 4th. And I need to make this front number so that it's between 1 and 9. I'm going to do that by moving my decimal back here. When I do that, am I making this front number bigger or am I making it smaller? I'm making it bigger. So to even it out, I need to make my back number smaller because I'm multiplying this by 10, so I need to divide this by 10 so that it evens out and stays the same. So I'll end up with 3 times 10 to the 3rd power. Am I done now? Yeah, I am. So my final answer is 3 times 10 to the 3rd power. For example 2, go ahead and pause the video and try and work on it on your own. All right, so for example 2, it says the Atlantic Ocean region contains approximately 2 times 10 to the 16th power gallons of water. Lake Ontario has approximately 8 billion gallons of water. So I have 2 times 10 to the 16th and 8 billion. Are these two numbers written in the same form? No, they are not. So how can I convert this? I need to convert this number to be written in scientific notation. Where is my decimal going to go? Yeah, it'll go right after this 8. How many times did I need to move my decimal in order to get there? I had to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. All right, so now I have 8 times 10. Is it going to be 10 to the negative 9th because it got smaller? No, it's going to be 10 to the 9th power. 8 billion is a really large number, so my exponent needs to be positive. Okay, so now my two numbers are easier to compare. I have 2 times 10 to the 16th power and 8 times 10 to the 9th power. Which of these numbers is bigger? Yeah, 2 times 10 to the 16th power is bigger, so that is going to be the number that is going to be my dividend. The number I'm dividing it by is 8 times 10 to the 9th. When I'm dividing, I start by dividing my front numbers. 2 divided by 8 equals 4. Nope, it equals 1/4. So I'll have 1/4, and then for my tens, I'll have 16 minus 9. I need to subtract my exponents, which is 7. But I'm still not done because I need to convert this into a decimal. 1/4, if I don't know it off the top of my head, I can divide top in, bottom out. 4 goes into 1 0 times. Add a decimal, add another 0. 4 goes into 10 2 times. We'll end up with 4.25. 0.25. So 25 hundredths times 10 to the 7. Am I done now? No, I'm still not done because this number is not between 1 and 9. So I need to move this decimal between the 2 and the 5. Did this number get bigger or smaller? It got bigger, so we need to make this number smaller. So I'll end up with 2.5 times 10 to the 6th power as my final answer. Go ahead and pause this video and try the independent task with your group.